Okay. Back on everything. Let me set it back up to where see Twitch chat or if anyone does join. There we go. Continuing where it was last left off.
Revelio.
That's kind of what you're doing here, playing Hogwarts Legacy, right?
Yep.
Where the character looks kind of like you, that's cool.
Yep.
Super high graphics.
Very.
And the rule is if you get 10,000 new followers, if Arrow Social gets 10,000 new followers while you're in this line,
Right to watch
then
Slow coach! Slow coach!
Harry Potter in Orlando. Oh, you didn't know that one, right? I wish these guys saw your face when I first told you that was what the deal was.
Yeah.
He's also on Twitch right now, streaming on Twitch at Jeffrey Hero.
If you go to Twitch and put that in, that should lead you to me.
You can also follow him here on TikTok. There's a word live on socials because he doesn't have enough followers on TikTok yet. So he uses live himself. So if you follow him there. All major social medias, his name is at Jeffrey Hero. All of this will actually be on YouTube as well.
About this? It was an accident!
Okay, you go ahead,
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want
this is
him
Hogwarts
to get back to
Legacy,
the
as
lesson.
far as I know, because I just started playing, is the character I'm playing as can see traces of ancient magic. And there's this evil goblin running about causing problems, and I'm a 5th-year student at Hogwarts.
5th year? How long did they go to school there?
7 years.
Oh, okay.
But the character you play as is just starting as a 5th year because they were caught late.
Did he play and talk at the same time? I don't know. I think he's going back to say sweet, but...
This is the Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
When you hear what's going on, he's got the headphones on and stuff, so...
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep, Hogwarts Legacy.
Steam is what he's playing it on. We're streaming right now on TikTok, but he's streaming on
Twitch.
Twitch at the moment.
Twitch is Deadly Hero. Spelled pretty much exactly like this. Spelled exactly like that.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio, relinquish your charm. Very good. Not to. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. Splendid! That's it! Stay focused. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Akio!
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Akio!
Here we go.
This is Jeffrey Hero. You also follow him here on TikTok at Jeffrey Hero. See his
Thank you.
He doesn't have enough people to like.
Very good.
He's on Twitch right now at Jeffrey Hero, also on all platforms. His name's at Jeffrey Hero. He got that many years ago, back when most of these guys were.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Watch this. Quite impressive. Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Splendid! Very good, both of you. Well done.
The loading screens are long, because big game, new game, couple-year-old computer.
Okay. The loadings take a little bit of time between.
Like, they're not too long, but it takes a bit of time.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
This kid knows a lot more about Harry Potter than he probably
Good
should.
game back there.
Even though it's funny, he's
I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
So, I know you guys think this is amazing that I'm making a big deal out of this, but Justice is actually severely dyslexic. Trying to get him tested for years, and the schools kept shoving him off until he got here to 7th grade and finally tested him.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Goblet of Fire? Half-Blood Prince. Order of the Phoenix. The Deathly Hallows. I just haven't gotten to the...
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Chamber of Secrets, I didn't actually read them as audiobooks, but after Chamber of Secrets, I loved them.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Vesti.
A word,
You
if you
know it
would.
won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hogwarts, the
Wizarding World.
the Wizarding World. I don't know if that technically thinks this is a sponsored post, so if it is, it is.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
He would say justice to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter if we were to get 10,000 followers. I was going for 100,000, but I realized like that's a lot.
Yeah, well, that was.
Especially a lot on one line. We don't usually normally get that many views on one line. So we're hoping that at least we'll get the 10,000, and then we'll be able to go over to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. While we're there, of course, we got to swing over to Galaxy's Edge and get the lightsaber. Justice has never been to Orlando ever. He's never been to California ever. He's never been to Disney or Universal in his life. This is going to be
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Right now, hey, give us a share.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
He's playing,
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Protego.
Should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. How's the view? Protego.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. I know. Levioso.
Remember the lesson. Levioso is quite effective in concert with
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
Protego.
Yep, this is Yes.
Levioso.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way, didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
For years. He started his YouTube channel. I think he was probably 8 years old. Maybe
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
And it stuck and he liked it. So whenever YouTube came out.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio!
ARRO.io and download that app. It's a new social media. Let people own their content and their data.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
We compensate them using cryptocurrency called the Arrow Social Token, which is you can get on that if you want. You can go ahead and download that. It's absolutely free. It's your own crypto. It's really what you do all the time. It's just be social. Like your friends and stuff.
Revelio.
In the meantime, here's Just Gundy Hero. We're in Hogwarts Legacy. It just came out today. He's playing through it. We're starting to do a sound here because sound is going through Twitch. We have to work on that in the future for these again.
I think it would be best if I had a mic that wasn't a headset, like a separate mic.
Have them.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Revelio.
Oh, my exam.
In the meantime, here we are. We got to deal with Judging Hero here. He's premiering Hogwarts Legacy. And during this stream, if we can get up to 10,000 follows, which I know is a ridiculous amount, really. Especially since, wow, he's going to be here for a few hours.
Yeah.
But the deal is that if he can get us 10,000 followers, that we will actually send him to Orlando to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which he's never been to. And of course, while we're there, we gotta stop.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
They're actually not. As you see, going around.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
There you are.
Basically, Harry Potter is just Star Wars with wands.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Is that Walter?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmead I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Then we'll probably see if we can fix that so everybody can hear the sound. Also, if you want to hear the sound, though, you can just go over to Twitch and see.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
255161 Bigfoot.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
TikTok said that we should set a rose, thing, 10 roses. I don't know what 10 roses mean.
Ah, there you are.
Guess I should probably read up on that.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Like Leviosa?
Levioso, yeah.
Which is exactly what they're called.
Levitate.
This is the right area.
A coffee drink.
I wonder where the flying page is. Lumos. Accio.
Half fat.
Got it.
If you're Harry Potter fan, awesome. This is
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
And the hero's playing it.
Revelio.
We won't seem to be playing for 24 hours straight, but kind of hard to start that late, this late in the day.
Accio. Brilliant.
I mean, I'll probably still try that.
I know that we all have at some point. I know I have.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
TikTok actually, you know, TikTok said, you know, you're going to get like 246 viewers if you pay $20. Well, we had over 300 viewers in the first 15 minutes.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Just repaired his statue.
He's repairing a statue because of his super magic power.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that the map?
Yeah, that is what the map looks like. I was just now fast traveling because I wasn't sure exactly where it was. You know there's like a side quest around here, I'm pretty sure. In this area?
Levioso. Reparo. Lumos. Accio.
I'd wager the Hufflepuff common room's the coziest of them all. Simply the fact that it's so close to predictions makes it seem more heavy.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as...
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Sebastian took that
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Yes, but if we had a round of
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Okay.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
What am I doing? Doing something. Talking to someone. Where am I?
Why study in the common room when you can be outside?
I know Hogwarts has a rule of no running in the halls, but
Frankly, I'd rather leave
this is faster.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmead for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmead's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmead might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. You can see Hogsmead just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
That's just pulling the carts because... Yeah, the opening of the game, you see a dude get eaten by a dragon, so you're able to see the vegetables. That's very interesting.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
That's something to say. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to... Mr. Sallow, turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and hairy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmead. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmead.
It shows the map of Hogsmead, which is very different. First of all, just over here.
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you.
Oliver.
Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
I don't think this one's gonna work either.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Oh, that's great. It's actually exactly what it says on Pottermore. It's wood type, spruce, core type, phoenix feather, flexibility, pliant, wand length, 12.5 inches.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Yes.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Now I'm customizing the wand. Ooh, how am I?
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Just got a wand.
Revelio.
You just remember who warned you. Go on then, pretend you don't see her. Wars are brewing, and Hogsmead's the cauldron.
Revelio.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's camp.
Well, let me go to the next place.
My advice when dealing with
So what happened to all those pictures? Okay.
Revelio.
Plenty of stuff. That's
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmead, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
That's a space wizard. That's just a space wizard. He isn't a Jedi, just a space wizard. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's not how things.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
If you give us a follow, then we can get closer. Hey, you know what? And the reason we're going live from our social thing right now is because at Judley Hero, who is also on TikTok, hasn't got enough followers yet. So if you get followers,
Revelio.
I've encouraged you to start trying to do more of this. Do more TikToks. We do about 3 a day apparently to try to start building up the following. Super interested if you want to talk to him about any kind. You can talk to me about most things in pop culture and tell you a lot more about it than you want to know. He knows a lot about Harry Potter.
Accio.
One day we read the books and wanted us to watch the movies with him and him going, you know, in this moment in the book, he did this instead of what they're doing. And the book kind of was more powerful if I'm doing it that way. So it's been interesting that Justice was raised, you know, I was his dad.
Well, hello there.
I raised him in movies. So we used to go to the movie theater every Sunday.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neat. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Accio.
What, you guys have a quest right now, or?
Yes.
So what's the
Revelio.
Right now I'm getting all the supplies I need from Hogsmead. I got my wand, and it's just really interesting, like, the whole process, and since I already put all my stuff in, it was like, this is your wand, and it was all the details that were on Polymore on Harry Potter fan club. So,
because you had done that before, and that actually was carried over to this.
Yes.
So how did that happen? Did you have to link the two, or did
it asks when you start the game, it asks to, if you want to link that, the Harry Potter fan club up with the game, so it could just read all the stuff. And even when it uses the fan club stuff, you can still choose to change it if that's not the playthrough you want to go with.
And what's that called? The Pottermore?
Pottermore is the website, but there's a specific part of it that it's the Harry Potter fan club, or I believe it's called now. I mean, if a street cat cat will let you pet it, you should pet it. You should cage. If it...
I mean, in a pretend world,
the cat will let you pet it.
You know, we have some big, fat, healthy cats in our neighborhood. They're really big. And I was living in the house.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
That's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
More likes can attract these viewers. Hey, everybody, give us a like. As you come on, you just got on. Give us a like.
Revelio.
Certainly we could get more followers in this than we had for the gun show last time. Went to a gun show. I wasn't there. I found out back.
Revelio.
We were there. Wow, we had like 16,000 people watched it. At one point we had 1,600 people. And trying to figure out what's going on with the right now. And this is way more exciting than the show.
Maybe. I don't know.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed from your sister?
I did.
People watching,
So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
over on Twitch.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. Protego! taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Goodness, a second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
You own this whole big old game. They stop putting quarters in it because, or they can play it a lot longer because without paying.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
He actually beat them. What was a car
Repairer.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Yep. Oh, so you learned how to fight, you learned how to repair, and then you just fought, and now you have to repair.
Yep. Pretty much. That is the animal for Hufflepuff.
Repairer.
Oh, that was like the building back together.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
This is the
Revelio. Revelio.
I'm supposed to be talking to this dude. I was just saying.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmead to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protection
protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did today.
But it just, the pitch goes everywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
It peaks, then drops.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Here. Same thing, just stronger, I guess.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Revelio.
I sell even more battle-worthy
Reparo.
items. Should you be inclined. Accio, welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
How exciting is it? I guess it could be, but if you can follow us, go ahead and follow us. Virginia Nickel. 837, thank you. Give us a follow and get us a little bit closer to the hero here. Getting a trip over that. Kathy Quinton Kane. Thank you for joining our live.
What?
On your face.
It's a mask. Otherwise, it would look like that.
Why does your face look like that?
Because of an item I got. This is what the item looks like that I'm currently wearing, but I'm able to then open anything on. The item I'm wearing is giving me bonuses. Like this gives a defense bonus of 6, but I don't really like the way it looks, so I took a different aesthetic thing to choose.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmead. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
We're coming up on the hour. Should be hero. Give us a follow.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
Well, I feel like the TikTok live can stay up while we do the live.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Well, we're gonna stop the live now. But thank you guys all for coming on. I hope you give us a follow.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus.
I don't like.
The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
Probably way more.
Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
I think it's a good place for me to end this recording. Yeah, this is a good place to end the recording. So I'll see y'all later.